Hi and welcome to IELTS by Astha. Today I'll be discussing some essay topics on culture and tradition. You can note these topics and you can start making some pointers on these so that if something like this comes in your IELTS exam, you're able to figure out what you have to write and you don't waste time on thinking as far as content is concerned. So the first topic that I have in my mind, which I think is quite important, is some claim that when cultural practices are utilized as tourist attractions intended to generate revenue, apparently they end up getting destroyed. But others claim that this is the only way to keep certain customs alive. What is your opinion on this? Do you also agree that cultural practices that we are using, the customs that we are using to display to the tourists for making things interesting for them and attracting them, which eventually is helping us generate revenue, is actually destroying our culture? Or do you disagree? Do you agree with those people who claim that this is the only way to keep certain customs alive? The next topic that I have in my mind is about different art forms. The government spends funds on music, theatre, and other arts, which is considered a waste of money. Don't you think that the government should spend more on revamping public services? Do you agree? If not, then why? So here we are talking about the importance of art forms. And we all know that the government spends funds on different forms of art, be it music, theatre, and many other art forms, even sculpturing and lots more. So do you think that the government is wasting money on preserving these art forms? Or they should continue doing so? Or they should be redirecting the use of government funds or the taxes that are paid by us in revamping the public services? So this is again a topic where either you agree or disagree with one of the opinions and you explain with reasons. Let's discuss another interesting topic. Many monuments which are a part of our cultural diversity are protected and reconstructed by the government. So by law, they are supposed to be protected. They are under government supervision, in fact. And we want to preserve these monuments because they are part of our heritage and they display cultural diversity. A few people think these structures should be destroyed and something new should be constructed, like we should become progressive and we should not spend money on preserving them. And, all of this is it just involves a lot of cost and it is hardly making the government earn enough. How important is it to maintain such structures? Do you think that their maintenance, which can be termed as preserving history, is coming in the way of progress? Again, an opinion-based essay. So you will have to talk about the importance of preserving such structures. Like, it depends on whether you think they are important it is important to be preserved, if you think it's important to maintain them for cultural preservation or whatever, or do you think it's actually a waste of money and the government can come up with better structures? And we can take example of a country like Singapore, which hardly has anything as far as heritage is concerned, and they have some amazing new structures. In fact, it's like a concrete jungle which attracts a lot of tourists from the entire world. So think of all the possible examples and try to structure a good essay on a topic like this. Another topic that I would like to mention here is many believe that a single one and a common world culture is being created due to modern technology. Have you understood what I mean by the statement? What I want to say here is that a lot of people have started believing that worldwide we all have started following a common culture, and we all are living our lives on almost the same lines. How much do you agree to this statement? Do you actually think that we all live in very similar manner? Like the people in UK have the same kind of lifestyle as we have in India, or the people living in US are also following the same kind of routine that people in Russia are following, or in Japan. So do you agree that we have similar world culture? And they're actually talking about technology, which is a catalyst to this world culture, common world culture concept. So you will have to mention with some interesting points that how much do you agree that yes, modern technology is making all of this happen. It is bringing in a concept of common culture worldwide. And if you disagree, then you also have to support your answer with some interesting reasons why you disagree. So you will have to give a lot of examples and pick different countries from the globe and talk about how we are still very diverse and very different from each other.